Welcome back to Casual Bias Rugby. It's been a bit of a quiet week on the channel, but we're back at it, right? URC round 7, the international season kind of done and dusted now. One more game to go between the Irish and Australia. But yeah, I wanted to start talking about some franchise rugby again. And before we get into our predictions for this weekend, I kind of want to pose the question to the audience that's actually watching this. Like, what's your opinion on franchise rugby? Where do you stand as a rugby supporter and a rugby viewer? Because I don't know how much it is in the other countries, but I do know in South Africa, everyone supports the Springboks, right? Everyone watches the Springboks. But there's a significant drop-off in terms of who watches the Springboks and then who really truly follows the franchises and the clubs, right? You get a lot of, even myself in my friend group and, for instance, the family and whatever, they watch the international games religiously, but then when it comes to franchise rugby, they probably just watch like the derbies or something like that. And I kind of want to hear what the thoughts and opinions are of the other countries, or even if you're South African, what's your experience as a viewer? Do you just view the international games, or do you actually give the love and attention to the franchise rugby as well? Because to be quite frank, I dropped off of the franchise game a little while back, a couple of years ago. And then since we moved to the URC again, I've been like glued to my TV once again, and I've been following as much as I humanly possibly can. And I love the franchise game. I absolutely love it. I don't know, it gives a bit of a different vibe. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to throw that question out to you guys. Anyway, if you do like the channel, please do remember to like and subscribe. It does help me out a lot. I do appreciate you guys that come here, returning subscribers, returning viewers. I appreciate all of you guys. Please be active in the comment section. Let's chat a bit of ruggers, you know, even if you guys disagree with each other and have a little argument in the comment section, which I've seen multiple times. I love it, right? I love it. Anyway, this whole thing's based on different opinions, right? So that's what makes it so fun. So let's start with our official predictions. Glasgow Warriors versus the Scarlets. I'm going to see if I can get the link for the Super Brew, if you guys want to join the Super Brew. I know it might be a bit late, but obviously you can still join in on the fun. Glasgow, obviously, they're second on the log versus Scarlets, who I've actually been impressed with. And I'm not sure how many Welsh boys, or how many Scarlet boys played for the Welsh team. So I'm not going to put it past the Scarlets, because they have been playing some good rugby, but I just can't see them winning. So I'm going Glasgow, even though I know they've got a lot of Scottish internationals that probably won't be playing this weekend. They should still get the job done. I'm going with like a 9 to 10 point victory. But I do believe that the Scarlets will put up a good fight. But the fact of the matter is, Glasgow's at home. They're so good at home. Franco Smith is an insane coach, and they should still get it done, even though it's a second string team. That's just my opinion on it. Moving on, we've got Leinster versus Ulster. Massive game. Massive game. And the thing is, the Irish are playing, right? And most of that Leinster team are Ireland internationals. They have looked very well drilled this season. They haven't really looked troubled at all. But if there's a bogey team for Leinster, at least from my perspective of what I've seen, it's got to be Ulster. And Ulster, they don't have all the internationals in the world. I know they're sitting without McCloskey and Jacob Stockdale. Is it Stuart McCloskey? No, he plays for Ulster, if I'm not mistaken. But they still have a lot of good boys in there. I'm going with the upset victory of Ulster getting it done, just because they can field a stronger team than Leinster can at the moment, because Leinster are sitting without all of their strong players. Unless they play Ergis Snyman, then they might actually get the victory. But I'm going with Ulster to sneak over the line by like 3 points. Give me that upset victory all day long. Moving on into the Saturdays, we've got the Sharks taking on the Stormers. Obviously, Stormers are my team. It's the same situation, right? Like, the Stormers have been shit. Like utter dog shit. We are 13th on the log. It is sad. It is a sad state of affairs. But Sasha might be back. Mani Lebok will probably be back. We don't have that many internationals. 13th on the log. We are going to beat the Sharks. I'm telling you now, the Sharks don't have their strongest boys. I wouldn't be surprised if you still see Lukhanyo and Andre Esterhuizen. Maybe they've flown back and they're playing first week. But then this is a massive game, right? Surely if your boys are available, you play them. But there's not going to be Sia. There's not going to be a Eben. There won't be a Vincent Koch, Bongi Manambi, Oxenche. I don't believe we'll see them. Maybe Andre Esterhuizen, maybe Lukanya Am. But that's why I'm backing the Stormers to get it done in Durban. I'm going with the Stormers to get a victory, scraping over the line. I mean, pure scrape over the line. 4 points. 4 points. That's what I'm going with. And we've won the last couple of fixtures against them. I'm backing the boys. Backing the boys. It's basically it, right? Yeah. Anyway, Cardiff versus Dragons. Cardiff. Cardiff. Yeah. Home ground advantage. Dragons. Will Aaron Wainwright be playing? Will Rio Dyer be playing? I don't know. They have been a bit better this season, but they're still in 15th. They've performed better, but they still suck. You know, Cardiff doing pretty well, sitting in 8th. They'll want to take that step up. Got to win these games. These games are there to win for Cardiff. So they have to win this game. Lovely little derby there. Win the game, move on. Right? So I'm going with Cardiff to get the victory by 11 points. Next up, Connacht versus the Bulls. Connacht obviously going to be without Mac Hansen, without Bundiaki. Just trying to think who's the other Irish internationals that they have. Obviously, but that's 2 massive players. The Bulls won't have Kurtley Orense, but they will have Kainan Moody. Cameron Hanekom will probably be playing because he was right up there, right? So he just flew over to Wales. If I'm surely you did that. Ulrich Louw, Marco van Staden, all of them, surely they're still available. So they didn't play every single game. Maybe Ulrich sits out, but the Bulls will still have a very, very strong team. So I'm going with the Bulls to get over the line, 9 points. You know, we don't smash teams when we play away from home. I'm saying we like I'm a Bulls fan. I'm not a Bulls fan at all. I mean we by South African teams. So I'm going with the Bulls to get the victory, 9 points. Jeez, all of these feel so close. Munster versus the Lions. I mean, Munster, where are they at the moment? 12th. 2 victories in 6 games. Lost to Zebre. Lost to the Stormers. Lions once again scraping over the line. I know it's away from home, but they didn't have the internationals. They've been taking a solid break and then training together. I think this international break was great for the Lions, and they'll be fueled to go again. Where Munster kind of needed the break as well, but they also had a couple of internationals. So still no Jack Crowley, for instance, who probably runs the show there. No Ty Byrne. Yeah. No Peter O'Mani. Yeah, I'm going with the Lions to get the victory. 4-point victory for the Lions. Oh my goodness, all these games are close. All of them. Edinburgh. Once again, the same story as Glasgow. Do they have their strongest boys? Right? Does Darcy Graham play? Does Duan van der Merwe play? Benetton has been looking good, but then again, does Benetton use Menoncello? Do they use Brex? I'm going with Edinburgh to get it done. I love Edinburgh Stadium, that 8 to 14,000, whatever the amount is that they fit into that small stadium next to Murrayfield. That just absolutely booms. Yeah, home ground advantage, gets it over the line. Edinburgh by 12 points. I feel like that's a pretty solid pick. Yeah, and to be fair, they closed out before international season with a bit of momentum, right? They got a couple of victories on the bounce, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Let's go final game, Zebre versus Ospreys. Upset victory. We're going upset victory. Why not? You know, why not? Zebra's got it done. They beat Munster. Ospreys, they've been terrible. Ospreys also only 2 victories out of 6. Well, they beat the Stormers. Can you believe it? But they have been terrible. I'm going with Zebra to get it done. If you can beat Munster, you can beat the Ospreys. At home, in Parma. Come on, boys. Yes, let's do that. Zebra by 2 points. At the death. Do I have any double-digit victories? Oh my goodness. No. Cardiff maybe double-digit victory. I can see the... Yeah, all of these feel so close. I wouldn't be surprised if I get 0. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please do remember to hit that like and subscribe button. I do appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.